The 1994 FIFA World Cup was the 15th FIFA World Cup, the World Championship of men's National Association football teams. The tournament was held in the United States from June 17 to July 17, 1994, at 9 venues across the country. The United States was selected by FIFA as the host on July 4, 1988. Although football was unpopular in the host country, the tournament was the most financially successful in World Cup history. The tournament broke tournament records with a total attendance of 3,587,538 and an average of 68,991 per match, figures that remain unbeaten as of 2022, despite the tournament expanding from 24 to 32 teams starting with the 1998 FIFA World Cup. The official tournament song is Gloryland. Written by Charlie Scarbeck and Rick Blasky and performed by Daryl Hall and Sounds of Blackness, the tournament's official mascot is Striker, a dog dressed in a red, white, and blue soccer uniform with the words USA 94. Brazil won the tournament after defeating Italy 3-2 in a penalty shootout at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, near Los Angeles, after the match ended 0-0 after extra time. This was the first World Cup final to be decided by a penalty shootout. The victory made Brazil the first country to win 4 World Cup titles. 3 countries bid to host the event: the United States, Brazil, and Morocco. The vote was held in Zurich on July 4, 1988, Independence Day in the United States, and took place in just one round, with the United States bid receiving more than half of the votes cast by FIFA Executive Committee members. FIFA hoped that by holding the world's most prestigious tournament there, it would lead to increased interest in the sport. 144 teams took part in the qualifying rounds and were divided across 6 continents to select 22 teams to join the hosts, the United States, and reigning world champions Germany. The following 24 teams qualified for the finals: Asia, 2 South Korea, Saudi Arabia. Africa, 3 Cameroon, Nigeria, Morocco, Oceania, 0 North, Central America and the Caribbean, 2 Mexico, United States, South America, 4 Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Bolivia, Europe, 13 Belgium, Bulgaria, Germany, Greece, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Republic of Ireland, Romania, Russia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland. Venues. Games were played in 9 cities across the United States. All stadiums had a capacity of at least 53,000 and were occupied by American professional or college football teams. Format. The format of the tournament remained the same as the 1990 World Cup: 24 qualified teams, divided into 6 groups of 4 teams each. 16 teams qualified for the knockout stage, the 6 group winners, the 6 group runners-up, and the 4 best third-place teams. This was the last time this format was used, as the 1998 finals tournament was expanded to 32 teams. FIFA introduced 3 rule changes for the tournament to encourage attacking play. 3 points were awarded for a group stage win instead of 2, the offside rule was relaxed, and the goalkeeping ban was introduced. Group stage: Group A, Romania, Switzerland, United States, Colombia. Result: the Group A match between the United States and Switzerland was the first to be played indoors, under the roof of the Pontiac Silverdome. Wins over Colombia and the United States, in front of a crowd of 93,869, were enough to send Romania through as group winners, although Switzerland were beaten 4-1 in the middle. That win put Switzerland ahead of the United States on goal difference, although the hosts qualified for the second round as one of the best third-place teams. Switzerland's 4-1 win over Romania came nearly 40 years after Switzerland's last World Cup victory, also a 4-1 win, at the time against Italy. The United States' 2-1 win over Colombia was their first World Cup win since June 29, 1950. Group B: Brazil, Sweden, Russia, Cameroon. Result: the match between the two eliminated teams, Cameroon and Russia, broke two World Cup records. Russia's Oleg Salenko became the first, and still only, player to score 5 goals in a single World Cup match as Russia won 6-1. The result was not enough to send Russia through after losses to Brazil and Sweden. Brazil beat Cameroon, and then confirmed their lead with a draw with Sweden. The Swedes also progressed, finishing in second place with 5 points. Sweden's 3-1 win over Russia was the nation's first World Cup victory since July 3, 1974. Russia failed to advance to the second round for a second time, while Cameroon failed to repeat their surprise performance from the previous tournament. Group C: Germany, Spain, South Korea, Bolivia. Result: Spain and defending champions Germany progressed to the second round. Having come from 2 goals down with 4 minutes to go to draw 2-2 against Spain, South Korea all but eclipsed that feat against Germany when they came back from 3-0 down to lose narrowly 3-2. Despite these comebacks, South Korea were held to a 0-0 draw by Bolivia in the other group game when a win would have seen them through. Spain's late collapse against South Korea effectively sealed the group stage for Germany, not them. Germany, who beat Bolivia 1-0 in their opening match of the tournament, finished with 7 points. Spain had to settle for second place despite leading in all 3 matches. Although Bolivia finished bottom of the group, Erwin Sanchez made history for the team after scoring the nation's first World Cup goal in a 3-1 defeat to Spain. Group D: Nigeria, Bulgaria, Argentina, Greece. Results: tournament favorites Argentina, led by Diego Maradona, took a maximum of 6 points from their opening 2 games after beating Greece 4-0 and beating Nigeria 2-1. Nigeria, despite a narrow defeat to Argentina, emerged as group winners after wins over Bulgaria and Greece. Despite losing their opening game 3-0 to Nigeria, Bulgaria bounced back with a 4-0 win over neighbors Greece, who had suffered the same fate 5 days earlier against Argentina, and a 2-0 win over Argentina saw them progress. Group E: Mexico, Republic of Ireland, Italy, Norway. Result: Group E remains the only group in World Cup history where all 4 teams finished level on points. All 4 teams even had the same goal difference. The action began at Giants Stadium, with Ireland beating 3-time champions Italy 1-0. The following day in Washington, Norway played their first World Cup match since 1938, and Kjetil Rekdal's goal with 5 minutes left proved decisive in an equally tense encounter as Norway beat Mexico. In the second round of the group stage, Mexico beat Ireland 2-1. The previous day at Giants Stadium in New Jersey, Italy secured a crucial 1-0 win. With 4 teams level on points, the final 2 group stage matches would have to end in draws to keep things that way. Republic of Ireland cruised through after a dull 0-0 draw with Norway, while Massaro and Bernal traded blows as Italy and Mexico drew 1-1. Group F: Netherlands, Saudi Arabia, Belgium, Morocco. Results: Belgium won both their opening games 1-0 against Morocco and neighbors the Netherlands. Belgium still finished third after losing 1-0 to newcomers Saudi Arabia in their third game. Saudi Arabia also progressed to the round of 16, also beating Morocco 2-1. The Netherlands endured a somewhat more tense experience. An opening 2-1 win over Saudi Arabia was followed by a 1-0 defeat to Belgium before another 2-1 win over Morocco. Knockout stage: First match Germany won 3-2 against Belgium. In match 2, Spain showed their strength by beating Switzerland 3-0. A quick goal from Dahlen in the first half and 2 goals in the second half from K. Anderson sent Sweden into the quarter-finals. The Saudis could only reply with a goal from Al-Ghashi in 5 minutes from time. 2 quick goals from Dumitrescu and another from Hagi in the second half sealed the victory for Romania. After Batistuta's penalty and Balba's rebound, Argentina attacked desperately but failed to score a third time. 2 goals from Bergkamp in the 11th minute and Jonk in the 41st minute gave the Netherlands a 2-0 win over the Republic of Ireland. In the match between Brazil and the United States, Brazil set the pace, controlled possession, and played the United States on the pitch. Even with a man down, Brazil kept pace. In the 72nd minute, Romario won the ball back in midfield, ran to the opposite penalty area and passed to Bebeto, who fired the ball between Tony Miala and the post, giving Brazil the lead and the win. Despite falling behind in the 25th minute, Italy eventually won 2-1 over Nigeria, drawing 1-1 after 120 minutes. Bulgaria and Mexico went into a fateful penalty shootout. Final result: Bulgaria won 3-1. Quarter-finals: the first match of the last 8 saw a fierce battle between the 2 European teams, Italy and Spain. With 2 goals from Dino Baggio and Roberto Baggio, the Italian team won 2-1 against Spain. The match between Brazil and the Netherlands saw a reign of 5 goals with the final victory for Brazil 3-2. The defending champions Germany, although leading against Bulgaria with a goal from Lothar Matthäus in the 47th minute, with 2 consecutive goals from the 75th to the 78th minute, helped Bulgaria come back with a score of 2-1. Germany became the former champion. The final match was a clash between the 2 teams, Romania and Sweden. The 2 teams drew 2-2 after 120 minutes of play. Romania beat Sweden 5-4 in a tense penalty shootout to book a place in the semifinals. The first semifinal between Italy and Bulgaria. Star striker Roberto Baggio scored a brace in 4 minutes to give Italy the lead. Despite their efforts, Bulgaria only managed to score once to close the gap at the end of the first half. Neither team scored any more goals in the second half. The result saw Italy become the first team to reach the final. Romario's only goal in the 80th minute gave Brazil a 1-0 win over Sweden, thereby securing a place in the final against Italy. Third-place match: Sweden beat Bulgaria in the third-place match by a score of 4-0. Final: the 1994 FIFA World Cup final was played at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, United States, on July 17, 1994. The match ended in a 0-0 draw after 120 minutes of intense play. The 2 teams went into a penalty shootout. Brazil defeated Italy 3-2 on penalties to win their 4th World Cup. The highlight of the shootout was Italian hero and silver ball winner Roberto Baggio missing the decisive penalty for Italy, and Brazil's first, as their previous 3 trophies, the last one in 1970, had been secured as the Jules Rimet Trophy.